streaming to you all the way from Bali, Indonesia. You are watching Hey Rick Live.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Hey Rick Live, coming to you live from Bali, Indonesia. I am, as you probably already guessed, really excited to be here today doing episode 4. Now, look, last week we went to Java. This week we are back in Bali. But before we get into that, I wanted to share with you another book that I have just finished reading. Now, I like to read a few books at the same time. This, my friends, is a great book that really describes the political history of modern Indonesia, the end of Sukarno. Now, as you probably know, you may know, may not know, Sukarno or Pak Sukarno was the first president of Indonesia when they gained independence back in 1945. He led the struggle for independence and did a marvelous job. This gentleman right here is revered and is one of the national heroes. This book talks about his demise and how it all came undone, and it helps you kind of understand the wider landscape of Indonesia. So if you are interested in Indonesian history, political history, go check this out. You can order it on Amazon. I should probably have a code and earn some money from this stuff, but that doesn't matter. This, I think, is just a really, really good read. So last week I had the history of Indonesia. I highly recommend that one. Anyway, look, let's get on with the show. This week we are back in Bali and we are showcasing so many cool things in Bali. In fact, we're going to go back a few weeks. If you remember in week 1 or episode 1, we looked at Galungan. Now during the Galungan festival, we had the potong babi, or maybe that was week 2, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But we looked at the potong babi. A very big part of the Galungan festival is the Penjor creation. Now the Penjor is the big bamboo sticks that you see in front of houses that are completely decorated. In fact, I'm sure you've probably seen them all across your social media feed. Every 6 months, or 210 days to be exact, here in Bali, they celebrate Galungan. Now, Galungan we've explained before, but the Penjors are a very important part of it. In fact, think of it like putting up a Christmas tree at Christmas time for those of you that celebrate Christmas. So very, very similar. The family comes together, they create it, they put it up in front, they say their prayers. It is a beautiful experience. And during the Galungan festival, we got to go and see the Penjor being created with a Balinese family. This, my friends, is our cultural story of the week. Every 6 months in Bali, the village roads change. They become corridors of meaning. Tall bamboo poles arc gently over the street, standing in front of family homes. These are Penjor, raised to welcome Galungan. They're more than decoration. They're statements of gratitude, for prosperity, for life, for balance in the universe. Every curve of bamboo, every strand of woven janjur, carries a philosophy passed down through generations. A reminder that harmony isn't accidental here. It's built, shaped, and renewed again and again by hand.
Berapapun tingginya dia harus tetap melihat ke bawah. Harganya 40.000.
The making of a Penjor begins with choosing the right bamboo. It must be tall, strong, and flexible, a symbol of the sacred mountain, the place where the divine is believed to reside. The pole curves back towards the earth, not by accident, but by meaning. It represents blessings descending from above back to the people below. Then comes the janjur, woven slowly, deliberately, not just for beauty, but as an expression of patience and sincerity. Nothing here is rushed. Every moment carries intention. A quiet reminder that reverence isn't spoken, it's practiced.
Perstana di Penjor ini. Jadi nanti kalau sudah kita mau cabut, kita kembalikan lagi aura itu. Kita kembalikan, terus semuanya ini kita lepas, bakar, tanam di tempat kita menancapkan itu.
During Galungan, kitchens across Bali come alive. They become places of movement, heat, conversation, and togetherness. Traditional dishes like lawa, satay lilit, urutan, and pork, cooked in Bali's distinctive spices, are prepared slowly and with care. These aren't just meals. They're part of a ritual, part of an offering, a quiet expression of gratitude for life itself. Cooking is done collectively, family, neighbours, generations working side by side. In every chopped ingredient, every glowing ember, deeper values are at work here. Unity, respect for ancestors, balance between people, nature, and the unseen. Through these Galungan dishes, tradition isn't just celebrated, it's handed down, lived, shared, and carried forward one generation at a time. On the day before Galungan, known as Penampahan, villages across Bali stir into motion. Homes open up, yards begin to fill, the work begins. Families and neighbours come together, young and old, moving with purpose, sharing the load. They're not just raising the Penjor, they're strengthening the ties that hold the community together. When Galungan arrives, the Penjor stand quietly among the roads. They don't explain themselves, they simply remind people how to live, with balance, responsibility, and most of all, gratitude.
Ada Angpati, Projepati, Banaspati, Badapati, Raja, itu nama-namanya. Jadi selama kita di dunia ini, merekalah yang menjaga kita. Kalau kita punya kesulitan, kita ingat aja menyebut nama mereka berempat, dibantu. Jadi tetap kita
Cuma untuk Galungan atau
setiap hari. Setiap hari. Apa yang kita masak, apa yang kita buat, dan dengan kopi juga sama. Nasi dan saiban ya setiap hari.
Penjor, it's an amazing part of Balinese culture, to be fair. I just couldn't help but think that the Penjor really does make you slow down in a busy world. Every 6 months, this process is done by everybody who lives in Bali and follows the Balinese religion, the Hindu religion. Twice a year. It really is an amazing part of Balinese culture that we get to share and see and experience when we visit Bali during Galungan. And when the ceremonial cycle concludes on Kuningan, the Penjor remains standing, still present, still watching. Their meaning doesn't end with the festival. It carries on, passed quietly from one generation to the next. A reminder that true beauty comes not from display, but from intention, from togetherness. Penjor are not just a tradition. They're the prayers, reaching upward, connecting earth to the heavens. So the next time you find yourself in Bali during Galungan, look up at the Penjor, not with amazement, but with awareness. Because what you're seeing isn't decoration. It's a living expression of gratitude, balance, and belief. A sacred moment shaped by the hands of humans and carried forward through generations. How cool is that? It is pretty cool. To be honest with you, being in Bali during the Galungan festival is pretty cool. It's pretty remarkable because you see these Penjors everywhere you go. And if you go for a drive, say you go up to Tabanan or go towards Kintamani or Klungkung, you will drive through this small, the desas, the little villages, and you'll see them. They really are very, very beautiful. But let's move on to our restaurant of the week. Now, this restaurant it is. We went up to this location up in Ubud and we spent the day filming in Ubud. We checked out a villa and we checked out this restaurant. Now, this restaurant's called Sangam Restaurant. It is located in Ubud. It is a beautiful restaurant. Not only is it a restaurant, but it's also a function center that is very, very, very cheap. In fact, I was thinking we should probably have a Hey Rick live viewer party and we all go up there and have a big party in this function center. But I'll show you that in a minute. So, friends, this is our restaurant of the week. Thanks, Rick. Hello, everyone. Today I am in Ubud again. You probably remember that last time I was up here, I checked out that Ankula Villa. They actually have a restaurant called Sangam Restaurant and a function centre, which I've heard is amazing from the staff when I was here looking at the villa. So let's go and meet Vijaya, who's going to show us through. We're going to try some of the food, hopefully meet the chef, and check out the facilities at this amazing place. Let's go. This is a beautiful restaurant. Tell me about the restaurant.
Okay, our restaurant is located in Kencana and it's called Sangam Restaurant.
Where does the name Sangam come from?
Sangam means gathering or meeting point for many backgrounds. They want to experience good food here and good experience here. That's what Sangam means for.
It's beautiful, and straight away you can see it looks so inviting, it's so relaxing.
Yeah.
Everything, the ambience is very beautiful.
Yeah. That's what we offer to our guests. They want to unwind the day. They want to relax with the family and so on.
Fantastic. Now tell me about the food here.
Well, the food is, we have a signature food as a sirloin, Australian sirloin, and crispy duck. Of course, we have a beautiful dessert, lemon cheesecake. Of course, a special drink called Silent Sunset, so that will refresh your day.
Now, is it just a restaurant, or is it more to it? Do you have space for functions and weddings?
Yes, of course, we have hall over there called Sangam Hall. That's for 150 bags.
Okay, we'll have a look at that in a moment.
Yeah.
How many people sit in the restaurant here?
We can afford it until 60 bags in the indoor, and outdoor also 60 bags.
Well, I can see the outdoor looks absolutely beautiful as well, but the whole environment. Now, we did get to go and explore the villa, so people, if they stay in the villa, they can have their breakfast here or their dinner here.
Of course,
Yeah.
they will get 20% discount when they have a reservation in the villa.
And tell me, are you open 7 days a week?
Yes, of course, we open 7 days a week from 11 until 9 p.m.
Perfect, that sounds fantastic. Tell me about the waterfall. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, we have one of the largest waterfall in Sukawati, Kemenugianyar. We have it in here in Sangam Restaurant as our view, and also we have a koi pond over there. It's really nice.
Is this a natural waterfall?
No, it's a man-made waterfall, but the largest man-made waterfall. Of course.
That is true. It is the largest man-made waterfall. That's pretty cool. It creates a feeling of like you're in nature here. Yeah. It feels really special.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. We want to guests have another experience except just eating food, right?
Yeah, it's kind of the whole sensory experience. This is the function centre. Should we go have a look at it?
Yes, of course. Let's have a look.
What's this?
This is our romantic gazebo for romantic dinner.
And it sits in front of the waterfall.
Yep.
Air conditioning.
Air conditioning.
And everything gets brought down to you on your love heart table.
Yeah. And one dedicated waitress.
One waitress to
Yeah.
look after you.
Yeah.
And is there like a set menu package?
Yes, there's 1.5 million rupiah for one set menu.
Per person?
Per couple.
Oh wow. Does that include drinks?
Yes, of course.
So all inclusive, $150. Romantic gazebo with the love heart table.
Love heart table.
Let's keep looking.
Yeah.
Keep going. Function room.
Yes.
Tell me about the functions that can be had here.
Okay. This is our hall, special hall. We can afford it for 150 pax.
Wow.
Indoor. And also we have the outdoor, of course. And the indoor, we can make a private event, private gathering, like wedding, like a birthday party or corporate party. All of that we can afford it here.
And all of that's kind of included in those packages.
Of course.
That's
yes.
amazing. And so say, for example, I wanted to have a wedding here. I can use the villa next door as well, right?
Of course.
So
Of
say
course.
the wedding party stays in the villa,
Mhm.
the guests come and they have their wedding here.
Yes.
150 people, inside and outside. Entertainment?
Entertainment included.
Yeah.
We got a big screen, we got sound system, we got a mic,
Yeah.
and anything else what you need, we can offer.
Chef,
Yes.
please tell, what is your name?
Hi, my name is Daniel Sirai. I'm from Medan, North Sumatra. I'm the head chef of Sangam Restaurant in Bali. Kemanu, Gianyar.
And he's a good-looking man, isn't he?
Terima kasih.
Your food, this looks absolutely amazing. Tell me about the food.
Thank you very much. So this is Australian sirloin steak, 150 grams.
Yeah.
Balinese duck and salmon salad with passion fruits.
What's the inspiration behind the food? Is there you want to do Western influence? What is it?
We just to combine all culture become one in summer. So we have Balinese, we have Australian, but we touch it with Indonesian or even Balinese vibes in it. Like we make our barbecue sauce homemade,
Everything's homemade.
and the bebek also from local. So we distribute all our sources to Sangam and to give the best for the customer so they can come back again to feel our vibes.
It's beautiful and it really matches everything that we've seen so far. But I think there's no point just looking at it. Shall we eat it?
Sure.
Let's try some food.
Definitely, 100%. Please.
Well, Ujaya, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the topic. Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you. Everyone at home, Wijaya, make sure you mention Wijaya when you come down. Check out the restaurant, check out the villa, check out the function centre. Thank you so much. That food was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll see you again soon. Everyone
See you
home.
soon.
See you soon. Rick, back to you in the studio. The food there was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. The steak, 10 out of 10. And I'm so thankful for the chef to come out and talk to us as well. So while we're there, I thought we could check out the villa. So check this out. Thanks, Rick. Hello, everyone at home. I am up in Ubud today at Ankula Villa, where we're going to meet the team and check it out. Now, I've never heard of this villa before, never been here before. Looks pretty big on the inside, and I reckon there's probably 4 or 5 villas in there. I'm not too sure, haven't done my homework too much. So, let's go in, let's meet Ella, and let's go check it out.
Hi, welcome to Ankula. Come on in. Hi, welcome.
This is amazing! Oh my God. This is huge.
Yeah, this is our luxury villa. This Ankula Villa. We are located in Kencana, which is in Ubud. So we are close to few destinations close just in front of us. But for the first one, we will explore all our villa.
Yeah, but how many bedrooms?
We have 4 bedrooms.
How many people?
We have 8 people, 12 people maximum. And also we have the private pool, we have big garden, pavilion, and also the jacuzzi. Yeah.
This place is humongous. And the bed, is it king size bed, queen
Yes,
size
we have
bed?
the king size bed. And also the curtain that was automatic also with the remote control. I'll show you.
This is the smallest room.
Yes, this is the smallest room.
Look at the size of that TV. It is humongous. You know, I have to be honest, right? When I was walking down to meet you, I thought this had maybe 5 or 6 villas in a complex, but it's just one humongous
Yeah.
villa.
In total, our villa is 1,200 square meter.
This is humongous. This is great. This is fantastic. I love this. Let's go and look at the other room, shall we?
This is our living room, so that you can sit here with your family and friends. You can do the singing. Yeah.
You can hear that go. Oh.
And also this is the dining area.
Wow.
You can enjoy the breakfast or something else with your family or friends. And also I show you beautiful view.
Oh my God, look at this.
Our pool side with the restroom view. And also we have hot and cold jacuzzi on that side. So you just stay relaxed here.
I don't know what to say. I am speechless. This is so beautiful. I didn't expect this at all. So tell me about it. So it's completely private.
Yes.
You book it. Do you have a minimum night stay?
No, you can stay whatever night.
You can stay one night if you want.
Yes.
So if you're visiting Bali and you just want to have a relaxing night away,
Yes.
and you've got the restaurant on site as well,
Yes,
which we're going to look at later.
Yeah.
But you have this private pool area, that big lounge living space.
Yeah, that's right. And also big garden that you can doing the barbecue or
Do you provide the barbecue out of the restaurant?
yes, yeah.
Okay, great. So this sort of seems like this is a real party place.
Kitchen. So we have like professional tea and coffee. We have the special coffee machine on that side. And also we have the mini bar. They was including the bouquet.
So all of this is included.
Yes. And also we have the special thing is we do 24-hour service. So you just come like a king and queen.
It does feel
Yeah.
like a palace. It really feels like even a palace. As soon as you walk in, I have to ask, because straight away, is this marble? This is all marble?
Yes, all marble.
This is absolutely stunning. And it's just, I'm actually speechless. I kind of don't know what to ask. I'm overwhelmed by it. It's so beautiful. Tell me about, it's daily cleaning. So if you book for 5 days, daily cleaning.
Yes, there's daily cleaning, 24-hour butler service, and also if you are stay here, you get discount for 20% for the restaurant. We have a restaurant also.
Mhm.
They was attached with the Ankula Villa.
I have to ask, how much per night?
Our price that will be 16 million per night was included with the breakfast, including with the butler, 24-hour butler, and also unlimited coffee and tea. We have special coffee machine, and also we have a mini bar.
1,600 Australian dollars per night.
Yes, that's right.
And you can sleep maximum 12 people,
Yeah, maximum 12 people.
but 8 people really.
Yes,
And you get the 24-hour butler, you have unlimited the minibar,
mini bar.
you have cooked breakfast in here,
Yes, with the
Plus
special
the-
set.
and the discount at the restaurant.
Yes, that's right.
I think I want to stay here. This is, I can
Please.
invite my friends. Wow, this is
Welcome.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
This is just absolutely amazing. This outdoor garden area is so beautiful. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So this is our garden with the special tree.
Mm-hmm.
So we have
Is that a bonsai tree?
Yeah, there's bonsai tree. We have a lot of bonsai tree, and also we have the garden orchid also.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's so relaxing here.
Yeah.
So I just
Chill out,
Yeah.
relaxing, just listening the bird, no traffic.
I know. So
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
hear the
hear.
bird.
Yeah.
Just hear the birds.
So you just hear the nature, the waterfalls.
You can hear the waterfalls. It's
Yes,
beautiful.
that's right.
Ali, thank you so much.
Thank you.
for
Nice
showing
to
us
meet
through.
you.
Everyone at home, I'll put the details on the screen. Thank you once again
For
for showing
sure.
us through. We're going to
Thank
go
you.
check out their restaurant next. But hey, Rick, back to the studio. Back to you and everyone else at home. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the show. This is lots of fun. Now, we have just spent a little bit of time in Ubud. Now we're going to travel to the south of the island. We're going to head down to Jimbaran. In fact, did you know you can walk the whole way to Jimbaran? If you are staying in Legian or Seminyak or Kuta, you probably know of the footpath that goes along the beach. Now that path goes all the way down to the airport. It's a really great walk in the morning if you're interested. It's about 10 k's, so walk there and back from Seminyak. It's about probably about 10 or 11 kilometers. But if you turn left at the airport and follow the airport around and go via the bypass and go up the hill, up through Jimbaran, you're going to end up at a place called Gewe Ka. Gewe Ka is that massive statue you see when you're flying in to Bali, or if you're flying in at night, it's lit up on the hill and you're probably thinking, what the hell is that? Gewe Ka is a cultural park located in between Jimbaran and Uluwatu, and it is there that we're going to share with you our activity of the week. Gewe Ka, which is how it's said by the Indonesians, or as you might call it, the GWK Cultural Park, located on the Bukit up in Jimbaran. And you've probably seen it as you're flying into Bali on the right-hand side of the plane. It's a big statue that you can't miss, and you've probably gone, what the hell is that? Well, today we're going to learn all about it. In fact, I'm going to show you all around the cultural park, because this site here is a very special site to the Balinese, and it does have a lot of history. In fact, quick little history lesson for you. The idea of the park dates back to the 1980s, when it was put and proposed to the Indonesian government and the Ministry of Tourism as a site for cultural relevance to the Balinese people. Now, the Ministry of Tourism and the Indonesian government and the local Balinese government loved the idea. Fast forward a little bit of the planning, and there was a groundbreaking in the 1990s. Now, however, the global financial crisis, or the Asian financial crisis in 1997, did put a halt to the building of this park, and it was kind of delayed then until a little bit later. Fast forward, it opened up in 2018 after being taken over in 2013 by another development company that was able to put the resources behind it to get this open. Now, I've never been here before, have bought tickets on the day. I've just come to the gate and bought the tickets. It's 350,000 per person if you want to go into the statue. Or if you just want to come in and go exploring, it's only 150,000 per person. Now that is the same price for a local Indonesian domestic tourist and a foreign tourist. So this is a fantastic place. The Garuda itself, I'm excited to go and learn about it with you. And we get to climb up to the top, to the 23rd floor of the statue. Now, just so you know, this statue is the largest statue in all of Indonesia and is even bigger than the Statue of Liberty in New York City. So, let's go and do it. Right, with the ticket to the top of the statue up here, so we're basically down the front, and it does take about 20 minutes to walk from the front gate to the statue. The statue, you can go up to the 23rd floor, which is up the top, and there is a schedule for it, so you do have to book in at certain times. So I've just shown up, but it does get booked out in advance, so it's always best to book ahead and make that booking for yourself and those that are coming. It is a 20-minute walk, as I said, but they do have a buggy, which is an extra $4, extra 40,000 rupiah. We can take you from the front gate to the statue. So if you want to come, it is very accessible in that terms of things. But looking at the map, I think what we'll do is just we'll go for a walk and just let's go and explore. Let's go check it out. Let's go. I've just lied. I do apologize. I have to apologize too, because I actually have been here before. Now, it was before it was set up the way it's set up today. It's this really big cultural park. When I came here the first time, that over there was the original entrance into like this maze area with all of these little statues throughout the park. So I apologise there. And I haven't been here since it's reopened back in 2018, since the big celebration where the President of Indonesia came to the opening and did the official opening for them. So this is really exciting for me. It is a bit of a flashback, so it'll be interesting to see what has changed since the last time I was here, if I can remember it. Whew, it's hot. So it's not just the statue that's here at the cultural park. You've got a whole range of Balinese dances and art installations and other exhibits that are throughout the whole park. Now, best thing is you can plan your whole day around experiencing all of the different exhibitions. Now, as you walk in, you do have a sign and they're kind of scattered everywhere. I've seen a few of them now that just has the time and the area and what's going on. When you first get in here, you do get given a map, as we saw before, but you also got the map on your phone as an app too, which is great. So if you want to spend the whole day here and see all of the exhibits and shows, I think why not? It's a great idea. The entrance gate is a little bit of a walk from the ticket gate, but you can get the shuttle bus up to the to the entrance gate, which is what you can see behind me here. There are toilets everywhere and the toilets are fantastic. This place is huge. Now, I remember all of this cut rock. I never remember it being set up as a huge complex that it is today. I think it's absolutely amazing, and I haven't even got into the place yet. I do get excited about this type of thing. That's amazing. That is humongous. But quick little lesson, who and what is a Garuda and who and what is Wisnu? Basically, Wisnu, who you can see up the top, who's sitting on top of the Garuda, is how the Hindus believe the protector of the universe. And the Garuda is his noble steed to fly around and ensure that everyone is protected at all times. And it's significant that here in Bali that he's sitting in the highest spot on the southern coast of Bali, because it is over protecting everybody that is down visiting Bali. It is beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. Now, people do ask, what about earthquakes? What about the major catastrophes here? All of those things have been taken into account when they designed and built the actual statue, and it is protected from all types of natural disasters. And we get to go to the top. This area that you see behind me is called the Festival Park. So any type of large cultural festival that is celebrated here at GWK is usually in this space here. And it's bloody huge, like everything else here. The space festival park that we're in at the moment walking around, so this was part of the limestone quarry. So we know the space before it was this cultural park was a limestone quarry, and these cliff faces or little rock faces, I wouldn't say a cliff, but rock faces are part of the limestones that had been used for various building projects throughout the island. So that's back in the 1990s, probably 1980s even, when it really was utilised as its limestone quarry. This place is amazing. It's really hard to explain and capture the feeling of this big empty space. It's like there's an enormity here of nothing, but it's still something. You can imagine it being completely full with people for some sort of Balinese event. But as you stand here and just take in the space, it's like the rocks. It's like you can feel the vibration of the rocks, if that sounds, it might sound silly, I don't know, I don't care. But it's like you can feel that the vibration or like the energy of the earth while here. And if you stand for a moment and close your eyes, you really can feel the energy. If you are sick of hearing the kids talking about how far they have to walk, or you're a big kid at heart, you can actually hire these motorised carts or carts that have pedals that allow you to explore the park without having to walk too far. They do look like a lot of fun, but I have to get to the statue because it is a 3 p.m. booking time. It's pretty cool. Now, I will be honest, paying $4 for that buggy is probably not a bad idea. So, if you don't want to walk in the heat, pay the $4. Let's go. Now, it would not be a celebration of Balinese culture without the famous barong dance. This mythical creature is on display all around Bali, but I have heard that the barong dance at Garuda is one of the best in all of the country. That's a little bit slippery, the shoe covers.
So the tour will last for half an hour to 45 minutes. We'll stay inside the statue only, and we're going to see out through the windows in the 23rd level. And also during the tour, if you would like to take photos or videos, you are allowed to. Unless one photo booth area in the 23rd level, there will be a big glass door that we are not allowed to take photo. But the rest of the area is fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And we're right in the 9th floor. You may have a seat on the left side here, please.
Thank you. Oh.
Karena tak sabar, binatang melepaskan salah satu telurnya dengan paksa.
So what you can see is that, so basically the formation was about 2,000 tonnes of steel and about 900 tonnes of copper to form like the skin. Now what they did is they sprayed the copper on the outside so it would naturally oxidise a lot quicker to give it that green colour. But you can see here the colour of the copper when it was first laid. It's absolutely amazing. This sculpture here gives you a really good indication of what and how much steel was used in the building of the Garuda statue. It is absolutely phenomenal the way they did it, and they also had to test the soil beforehand. The site itself was actually a limestone quarry before it was picked. And the south of Bali, or like the Uluwatu area, has been used for lots of purposes. And the fact that this was picked as a cultural park is quite important, because originally the Balinese weren't too keen on the southern part of Bali. They thought that's where all the ghosts hung out. The land, once upon a time, was very, very affordable. Now, different story. But this here gives you an idea of what it looks like. Its skeleton. It truly is remarkable. This you can see is the golden colour. The word Kencana, or Garuda, Wisnu Kencana, means the golden, the Garuda of the golden Vishnu. Now, to get that golden colour on the outside, they've used Italian glass, and a mosaic of Italian glass. And the glass has been put in piece by piece. And they haven't just used gold to create that gold colour, they have to use colours of tangerine, daffodil, mango and melon, and it creates this mosaic of gold. And when the sun hits it during the day, you can see the gold from all over the island. This piece of the facial structure gives you an idea on how big it is. I'm 5'10"-ish, right? This is huge, and this is a replica, basically the approximate size of what it was. So they designed it first with fiberglass before they went and did the brass structure. Amazing. But check this out. You can actually look down. Oh my God, oh my God. I don't know how I feel about this. You can actually walk on the glass tiles of the floor down 90 meters. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. I might just get off. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Geweka, the Garuda Wisnu Kencana Cultural Park, located here, Phuket, Jimbaran, Nusa Dua, around there. Highly recommend. Check this out. Put it on your list when you come into Bali, because there is so much to see and do here. And if you're so lucky you get to go to one of the music events, concerts that are here, book that in too, because they are lots and lots of fun. And just standing here and looking at this view of Bali really is remarkable. Anyway, that's it from me for this segment of our cultural stuff around Bali. So back to you, Rick, in the studio, and I'll see you soon. "23 stories up Geweka, and the view is phenomenal." I had so much fun going there. Let me know in the comments if you've been there and what it was like. In fact, after we went and filmed that, I went to the Dewe Pair project, I think it's called, a Jakarta warehouse project, the big concert there. Calvin Harris was playing, Hugo was playing. It was so much fun. So it was great to see the place during the day, and then it was great to see it all lit up at night. It really is something special. Now, friends, I thought what we would do next is showcase a local small business. Now, local small business here in Bali, there are thousands of them. However, florists are a bit few and far between, and sometimes I like to send flowers to people just randomly. In fact, here's a funny story. If you know the pavilion down at Legian Beach, near Legian Seminyak, there's a guy who works there, he's the manager there. I met him out one night and he was telling me a story, and I said to him, you know what? I'm gonna send you flowers. Now, he forgot I said that. The next day, a big bunch of flowers showed up at the pavilion for him, and he had no idea who sent them to him. It took him 2 weeks until he saw me again, and I said to him, "Hey, did you get those flowers?" And he went, "It was you! It was you! I totally forgot it was you!" He said, "It's been doing my head in for the last 2 weeks. I had no idea." It is lots of fun. So, let's check out this florist. This, my friends, is our business of the week.
Oke, jadi untuk Bali Florist ini, kita ini berdiri kurang lebih 3,5 tahun lalu. Alasan kita bikin Bali Florist itu, sebenarnya Bali Florist itu ada 2 orang kepemilikannya, ada saya sama ada Mbak Rani. Jadi untuk yang suka bunga awalnya itu Mbak Rani, dan aku tuh sebenarnya nggak tahu sama sekali tentang bunga. Jadi bener-bener yang aku tahu itu cuma gimana cara menghasilkan uang. Nah, kebetulan Mbak Rani ngajak join nih, yuk kita bikin toko bunga. Dan kebetulan saat itu aku tuh kena anxiety disorder, dan saat aku pegang bunga itu aku ngerasa kayak ada feel, oh bunga ini kayak bisa bikin aku tenang, bisa bikin aku lebih fokus dalam bekerja, dan bisa bikin aku tuh kayak enjoy my life kayak gitu. So dari situ aku ngerasa oke deh, daripada aku selalu beli bunga, kenapa nggak aku bikin usaha, bikin toko bunga. Jadilah Bali Florist. Jadi aku pengennya ini di Bali Florist itu kita nggak hanya menjual bunga, tapi kita juga mau sharing ilmu tentang perbungaan, tentang bagaimana merangkai bunga, bagaimana kita bisa dapat feel dalam merangkai bunga. Karena setiap bunga itu tuh memiliki karakter yang berbeda-beda, walaupun jenisnya sama. Seperti itu. Itu yang pengen aku share ke orang-orang tentang bagaimana arrangement flowers. So sama kayak tagline kita, let flowers speak for you. Jadi aku pengen bunga itu jadi representatif kalian dalam mengutarakan isi hati. Oke. So di Bali Florist ini kita kan tadi aku sempat sampaikan kita nggak hanya jual bunga, tapi kita juga edukasi orang-orang cara merangkai bunga dan mengenalkan bunga. Jadi target market kita itu adalah pertama tentunya orang-orang yang ingin membeli bunga. Kebanyakan yang beli bunga itu adalah cowok untuk pasangannya. Jarang banget cewek beli bunga kecuali kalau itu untuk kayak congratulation flowers. Tapi yang 75% yang beli bunga itu adalah men, adalah cowok. Jadi target utama untuk menjual buket kita adalah cowok tentunya. Terus tapi kita kan juga harus pasarnya cewek ya. Nah cewek itu lebih suka merangkai, lebih suka belajar, lebih suka upgrade skill. Itulah alasan kita membuka workshop dan juga private class. Jadi buat kalian yang butuh, yang ingin upgrade skill kalian merangkai bunga, kalian bisa langsung ke Bali Florist juga tentunya. Jadi gini ya, kalau kita bahas arrangement flowers itu kan kreativitas dan art. Setiap orang kan memiliki kreativitas yang berbeda-beda dan tidak ada yang jelek dalam dunia art, tidak ada yang jelek. Jadi bagi saya kalau dunia persaingan di dunia florist ini itu bukan persaingan. Saya nggak terlalu fokus untuk lebih bagus dan nggak terlalu fokus untuk mengejar omset, karena orang yang datang ke Bali Florist berarti itu adalah jodoh kita. Jadi kalau untuk bunga itu kita dapat bunganya itu dari Jawa, mostly dari Batu sama dari Bandung ya, bunga-bunga kita. Kecuali kalau bunga import kita sudah punya supplier bunga import yang itu langsung dari Jakarta. Menjaga, kita ada teknik conditioning, jadi kita itu punya kayak SOP sendiri. Kalau bunga datang langsung dari Jawa itu harus kita apain, jadi harus diconditioning dan kita buat suhunya bunga itu harus seberapa. Makanya kita harus punya showcase yang cukup besar untuk bisa menampung bunga, dan AC itu di toko. Kalau misal bunga kita datang banyak dari Jawa itu kan nggak cukup nih di showcase, jadi paling nggak AC itu harus tetap nyala. Jadi benar-benar kita rawat bunga itu supaya tidak cepat mati, karena kan bunga itu kan punya jangka waktu ya. Jadi kalau kita biarin aja membusuk itu kan juga merugikan kita. Jadi ada teknik conditioning, ada setiap karakter bunga itu berbeda-beda dalam menangani. Itulah kenapa kerja di florist itu nggak cuma membuat bunga tapi juga harus mencintai bunga. Jadi untuk Bali Florist itu kita merangkai bunga, tentunya yang kita tawarkan jasa merangkai bunga, segala macam bentuk rangkaian asal kita bisa ya, so far selama kita bisa. Terus kedua, kita juga flower decoration, intimate wedding, intimate acara kayak event-event itu pasti kita bisa. Terus layanan yang kita berikan setiap kali beli bouquet di kita, mau itu arrangement, mau itu hand bouquet atau apapun, itu selalu kita kasih free gift card. Tapi untuk delivery kita pakai GoSend biasanya, pakai Gojek, Grab. Sekarang itu sangat mudah ya, jadi nggak susah untuk delivery. Tapi kalau semisal itu kayak papan bunga kan gede ya, kita delivery langsung sendiri. Kita ada orang yang akan mengantarkan. Karena butuh setelah selesai di tempat itu kita butuh perbaikan lagi kalau untuk papan bunga. Seperti itu. Oke, buat kalian yang butuh bunga untuk dekorasi acara apapun itu atau untuk flower arrangement, hand bouquet, kita di sini bisa langsung DM IG kita @baliflorist pakai S di belakangnya, jangan lupa pakai S di belakangnya. Atau langsung ke toko kita di Jalan Kebak Sehari nomor 7 Gunung Soputan, Denpasar Barat. Oh ya, kita kemarin itu sempat ada orderan sampai ke mana kemarin itu yang jauh? Buleleng, ada Tabanan, ada kita selama orangnya siap dengan ongkos kirim, kita layani seluruh Bali.
Question of the week time, friends. I put out a post on our social media, Hey Rick, for questions for question of the week. And if you get selected as question of the week, you will win yourself a prize. And today, my friends, today's question comes from Steve Westwood. He says, hey Rick, heading over in March with my 3 boys, 11-year-old twins and 14-year-old. Staying in Legian and Seminyak, where is the best shopping experience for them? Well, Steve, so many shops to visit here in Bali, and I suggest you do a couple of things because there's a few different shopping experiences. I reckon you're going to, in the first couple of days, probably visit all the shops on the main streets in the area and buy your singlets and buy your bags and probably look at some fake shoes and so forth. And that's great. You should do that. Everyone should do that when they come to Bali. However, if you want to check out some of the cool shopping experiences, over in Sanur, there is a big mall called Icon Mall, and it is designed not just for tourists but also for locals, and it does provide not only shopping experiences but cultural experiences too. And 5:30 p.m. every night they have a cultural show on there. You've got some great food locations and restaurants, you can go there. And then also if you walk out onto the beach, there's a beach path that walks along the beach for about 3 kilometers that explores, what is there? There's turtle sanctuaries, there's a restaurant on the beach, you can hire bikes, you can swim, you could go jet skiing, there's so much to see and do there. So as a shopping experience, I would highly recommend going across to Icon Mall over in Sanur, because everything in Seminyak and Legian is all pretty much the same. Thanks, Steve, for your question. If you would like to send a question through, you can bali@rixgroup.com.au, or go and put your question on the comments either on this post or on one of our other posts. Make sure you title it Question of the Week. And if you get selected, you will get yourself a prize. Thanks, Rick. It's been raining for 3 days straight. I don't know what you were saying last week on Hey Rick Live weather updates, because you were completely wrong. We're on Jalandakula at the moment, where the river has burst its banks and has flooded. But I wanted to show you this because a lot of people are going to see a lot of flooding information on social media, and it's not going to really apply to where they're going to stay if they come to Bali. Here on Jalandakula, kind of east of Jalan Legian, in between Jalan Sunset, we have a river that runs from Denpasar out to the sea, and that often bursts when there is heavy rains like this. So we're going to walk up there and check it out, but just behind me you can see the devastation so far, and I want to show you some of the places that are inundated with floodwaters. I'm standing in front of Hammerhead Gym on Jalandakula, and I wanted to point this out. Their underground basement car park is about 2.2 metres high, and it is full of water up to the roof. Check this out. Last September, during the last floods, this happened as well, and it did take about 5 days for this to clear out. They will pump it out. The problem is they have to wait for the rain to stop before they can get the pumps pumping all of these impacted areas. Let's keep walking up. One of the major crossing points on Jalandakula, the flooding waters, down to my right, if you have a look here, you will see this whole street is completely flooded, and it is about waist deep. If you go along, the river itself sort of snakes around to the very end of that street, and it has burst its bank on the other side, and it is running down this little street here. It has become a torrent river within itself. This is the same thing that happened last September in the same spot, and it did take about 3 days for this to clear. Oh God, someone nearly fell over. However, it depends on what's happening up in Denpasar and the rain they're getting, because all of that water has got to come back down and wash out to the bay. We're going to go have a look at the river now. Let's go up there. This is one of the markets here on Jalandakula. Now last year, this whole market was completely flooded to about the middle of the motorbike. So it's about knee height, but today it's not as bad, which is a good sign, it's a good indicator. But later this afternoon is going to be the test if the rain continues. There is a forecast for the rain to continue. But what's interesting to see is it's just business as usual for those that have their little warungs here. They're used to it. This is the river that causes the problem in this area of Legian. This river starts on the other side of Denpasar, up in the mountains, and comes down. It flows through Denpasar. The problem is it picks up a lot of the debris and the rubbish that's in Denpasar and brings it down. As it hits the different bridges, it bottlenecks and the waters rise. And you can see behind me, the river has burst its banks here, and that's what's causing a lot of the flooding out of the area we've just come from. Those little streets all connect to the river, and as soon as the river bursts its banks, those streets become rivers too. I was here about an hour ago checking out the height of the river, and it has dropped about 30 centimetres from an hour ago, which is a great sign because it means further up the river there is less rain coming down with less water flooding through. So hopefully the rain has subsided in those important areas in towards Denpasar and just north of Denpasar. Jalan Dewi Sri is one of the main thoroughfares for the Legian area. Right next to it, we've got Jalan Sunset, And on this side, a little bit further down, we have the river. So it falls in between both. It is chaos.
Ini semenjak saya bekerja di sini,
Ya.
15 tahun, ini yang paling parah.
Tapi tahun yang lalu, bulan September bagaimana?
Tahun yang lalu tidak sampai di sini, Pak.
Masa?
Masa? Enggak sampai di sini, cuman sampai di Circle K aja. Di sini enggak sampai air.
Apa Bapak berpikir tentang mungkin nanti malam lebih buruk atau gimana?
Kalau hujannya terus, pasti tambah parah, Pak.
Iya.
Pasti tambah parah.
Tahun kemarinnya, enggak tahun kemarin, 4 bulan kemarin atau 3 bulan kemarin tuh banjir juga di sini kan.
Bulan September kemarin
iya,
kan?
Bulan September, iya.
Kenapa belum ada sesuatu yang dilakukan oleh pemerintah?
Ya mungkin keterlambatan pemerintah di sini atau gimana belum paham juga. Kita untuk pemerintah minta tolong disegera dipercepat ditangani lah, kan gitu.
I'm in front of the Blind Bear nightclub on Jalan Dewi Sri. This is one of the busiest nightclubs along the street, and we're going to have a quick look on the inside because there is some damage that has been done. These guys got impacted last year in the September floods, and only, less than 6 months after that, it's happened again. Lots needs to be done to fix the flooding problem around Dewi Sri. There are so many minor problems that lead to this big problem. I'm going to leave it here. Back to you, Rick, in the studio. Everyone else at home, my little word to you is come to Bali and support. These guys need you now. In times of tragedy is when they need the support. So if you are coming to Bali, do not stress about what you see on social media. The main tourist areas where you'll be staying are totally fine. This area is kind of away from the main tourist spot. So everyone at home, I'll see you soon. It's the most important time of the show, isn't it? It is. If you're coming to Bali next week, you want to know what's the weather like. This, my friends, is Rick's Bali Weather Update. It's that time of the week, Bali weather. This is probably one of the most asked questions on my social media. So, where do I get my weather information from? I can't tell you that. Otherwise, you wouldn't tune in to this show, because I know a lot of you only watch this for the weather update. So, let's get to it. If you're coming to Bali next week, in fact, if you're coming tomorrow, being Monday, it's going to be great. 30 degrees, calm, sunny, everything perfect here in Bali. Tuesday, light drizzle in the morning, about 29 degrees. Wednesday, could be a little cloudy. We're looking at about 28 degrees. Thursday, we're going to heat back up. Sun comes back out. Sunscreen, slip, slop, slap, wear your hat, wear your sunglasses. You're looking at about 31 degrees. Friday, we're going to be calm, relaxing, enjoying the sun, 30 degrees. Saturday, it might get a little bit drizzly in the morning and in the afternoon after 3 o'clock, but during the day when you're out and about, it's going to be fine, 29 degrees. And Sunday next week, we're going to be looking at a fine 0 cloud, 0 rain, 29 degrees. Well, friends, that's it from us here in Bali for another week. Thank you so much for joining me on Hey Rick Live. Next week is going to be lots of fun. We've got another accessible villa here in Bali. If you do have mobility challenges, there's not a lot of promotion of these accessible villas, so we do have another one to show you. We also have a couple of day trip ideas if you are looking for fun things to do. So I'm excited to show you that. Excited to see you again next week. Same time, same place. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Rick. This has been Hey Rick Live. See you soon.